Hey, what's up guys, Henry here, and as if September wasn't already a whirlwind month for Xbox fans, October has already come out swinging. Today, Charlie and I are going to take you guys through the latest additions to the world's greatest gaming subscription service. There are over 100 games available to play as part of the Game Pass catalog already, and we're sorry to say that it's going to become devilishly more difficult to choose what's next on your to-play list. Well, where better place to start than with our new best friends at Bethesda.
Having access to the Game Pass library is as close to paradise as you can actually get, but this next edition is a little bit more hell on earth. Oh, don't worry, you'll be well equipped to deal with the swaths of demon hordes. You are the Doomslayer after all. Doom Eternal is the follow-up to 2016's reboot, and it ramps up the ripping and tearing action to an absolute 11. A kick-ass soundtrack goes hand in hand with high-octane, fluid gunplay to deliver a seriously fun shooter. The environments are hellish, but brilliantly rendered with Xbox One X enhancements, HDR, and all the gory glory kills you could ask for. And once you've wrapped up the campaign, you'll be able to tuck into the Battle Mode, a tactical 2v1 multiplayer that puts you in the shoes of either the Doomslayer himself or a pair of demonic buddies doing your best to take him out. There's a lot of nuance to it and lots of demons to choose from, but practice and you'll be raising hell in no time. This one is available from October 1st for console, so chances are you already have your hands on it. But the next few titles are available later this month, and there's plenty to be excited about.
It's time to sound the battle cry. Not sure, but I like how that sounds.
Before the iconic duo of Jack Black and Double Fine Studios worked together to make Psychonauts 2 a reality, they put their metalheads together on possibly the most metal game ever. Brutal Legend features face-melting guitar licks, hot-burning rubber, and a penchant for studded leather. It works, trust me, and it all comes to Xbox Game Pass for console on October 8th. Barring a trip to Camden Town Market, there's not much that will prepare you for this action-adventure title. It's got it all: music, a rich open world, and a flurried mix of melee and ranged combat that is as satisfying as it looks. Brutal Legend takes it a step further by even adding in a deep overlord mechanic that will see you commanding hordes of moshing minions before long. Jack Black stars as Eddie Riggs, but the cast is as star-studded as a KISS fan's wardrobe, with voice talent from the likes of Lemmy, Lita Ford, and even Ozzy Osbourne himself. Plus, the soundtrack is to die for, with over 100 tracks to strain your neck to.
No time for a breather though, because breakneck speeds and high-performance vehicles beckon as a long-awaited Turn 10 game finally hits the Xbox Game Pass library. What else but Forza Motorsport 7? This is a slightly different take than you might be familiar with if Horizon 4 was your jam, but that is no reason not to take to the asphalt when Motorsport joins the service on both PC and console on October 8th. Despite coming out before the Xbox One X, this game benefits from a full suite of Xbox One X enhancements, including 4K HDR 60 frames per second gameplay and some of the best lighting and shadows we've ever seen in a racer. Throw in dynamic weather and you've got yourself a game that will treat your eyes while it tests your reflexes. There are over 700 cars to choose from, each with a bounty of options to tune and tweak, and spending some extra time in a garage can actually pay off, as the specs of your car can drastically alter performance, and squeezing as much as you can out of your vehicle could be the difference maker between podium and the pits.
For something a little different, you could give Ikenfell a try when that hits both libraries on October 8th. There's magic and mystery aplenty in this turn-based tactical RPG that follows a troupe of magic students. You'll be able to choose from the 6 available characters to build your team of 3 before sending them on a journey of exploration through the halls of their school. The combat hangs on an interesting mechanic that will challenge your timing and reflexes in order to power your spells and blocks. And don't let the lo-fi graphics fool you, as this is a fully fledged action-adventure packed full of more than 100 enemies, 22 bosses, and countless items to swish and flick. Cartoon Network buffs among you will also be thrilled to know that the soundtrack for Ikenfell has been composed by the team behind the Steven Universe series, so it's magic for your ears and for your eyes.
Of course, Game Pass isn't just about giving you access to the latest games in the library, but also allowing you to enjoy any new updates to existing titles. We've got quite a few substantial bits of new content finding its way to the Xbox Game Pass catalogue this month, in flavours that will satisfy fans of sci-fi adventure, fantasy hijinks, and blood-soaked action. First up, let's chat about the hugely popular Korean MMO Black Desert and its Succession update that grants a mighty new power to the Warrior, Ranger, Sorceress, and Berserker classes. These newfangled abilities are focused on the original weapons of your class, so you could say it's a fun new spin on an old favourite. And speaking of old favourites, let's check back in with our very close pals at Bethesda and their own take on the fantasy MMO genre, The Elder Scrolls Online. The property tycoons among you will be pleased to know that a brand new domicile is available to earn as part of the Lost Treasures of Skyrim in-game event. With plenty of relics and other bonus collectibles to dig up, it's an event worthy of its name.
And if the trip of a lifetime to Japan is something that you're craving right now, well, chances are you probably can't at the moment, but the next best thing is probably firing up the engines in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which has deployed its first world update. Japan is receiving a high-resolution digital elevation map across the entire country, as well as high-resolution photogrammetry for 6 of the most infamous cities. So if taking in the skyline of Tokyo or enjoying the portside sights of Takamatsu are on your bucket list, then it's chocks away into this massive update. We can't wait to check it out on our PC Specialist setups in the studio, although the new landing challenges could finally send Benny over the edge.
Too hard!
No, we're fine.
Just stop!
We're fine. Everyone just needs to calm.
You're gonna tip! No!
And if you thought a country was big, wait until you see our next update. Literally a whole galaxy's worth. With Update 3.0, No Man's Sky is going back to its very beginnings with what developer Hello Games has called Origins. The universe is being expanded and repopulated with new planets, featuring a higher diversity of biomes, fauna, flora, and more. We're even being tested with intense weather systems, hurricanes, firestorms, and in classic sci-fi fashion, sandworms. It's the biggest update yet, and there's never been a better time to jump in. And we know that October has only just begun, but we're already gearing up for November's big month of gaming, especially that Xbox Series X and S launch day. Coincidentally, that happens to be the same launch date for Gears Tactics on console. And good news, it is now available to preload on your Xbox One, so free up some space on your hard drive and make the smart move so that you can jump right into this tactical take on a beloved franchise as soon as it unlocks.
New games may come, but sadly we have to wave goodbye to a few titles, which means it is now your last chance to dance with death in Felix the Reaper. This is a cute puzzle title featuring a boogieing protagonist with a charming style. And for silly sandbox mayhem, Saints Row 4 Re-Elected is a great playground of superpowers, weapons, and tongue-in-cheek humour. Make sure you also give indie darling Minute a try, as it also features very manageable achievement lists to bolster your gamer score with. Or, if drama is more your flavour, then State of Mind's investigative tale of man and machine could be right up your alley. Finally, we're saying proszę to Metro 2033 Redux. That's goodbye in Russian, by the way, I hope. As the first-person survivor shooter departs from the Game Pass library. There's a train joke to be made here somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, I almost forgot! There was some very exciting news announced just the other day that we just have to remind you of. I'm sure you remember that the huge vault of titles of EA Play will soon be included with your Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription, and Xbox Game Pass for PC at no extra cost to subscribers. But what we didn't know until now was when that magical unity would be happening. Well, as if the next-gen launch day wasn't jam-packed enough, you'll be pleased to hear that EA Play will be available to take advantage of from November 10th on console, and from December for PC. That means huge franchises such as Mass Effect, Skate, Battlefield and FIFA will be yours for no extra cost. It's a bit cheeky, innit?
So, what game will you be choosing to play this month on Game Pass? Told you there was a pun. Let us know down in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for all of your Game Pass news in the future. Slap a like on the video if you loved it, and we'll catch you next time. Bye!